Hi, welcome to my channel. Here's an update on Scandal. So while Matlomo is busy at church all night prayer, Untloso is in Dintle's bed, and Dintle feels like Untloso can stay a little bit longer, but Untloso is like, hey, I can't, I need to go back home before my wife gets back. Dintle seems a bit sad, saying, I feel safe in your arm, I miss being in your arms, blah, blah, blah. Untloso is like, you knew exactly what you're getting yourself into when you got into this. Uyasazi isimo sami sisekhaya. Closer gets home, uyabuya uMadlomo finds that Closer did not even eat the food that she had left for him. He makes up a story about ibhrayi nomalume wakhe, blah, blah, blah. And then uMadlomo talks to Nhloso about what they said at church, ukuthi he must come because kunamanzi angena endlini kwagasa. But Nhloso refuses, saying he's not going to go to church, and he forbids uMadlomo from going to that church ever, because uMadlomo started to say, do you have something to hide? On the other hand, Ubavutela does not believe this whole Mthunzi thing with his Semiday son. Questions Umdala because you also not believe it. But Umdala is like, I don't care. I've decided to let it go. This guy saved our lives. He saved my wife's life. She could have been shot right in front of my eyes. So I'm just not getting involved. But Uvuvu won't let it go. Feels like it's a bit too convenient. Approaches Mthunzi, ask him, goes, how when didn't you say that your father was a freedom fighter, Ali Amandla, and got betrayed by Sisoko Langa, but now Jigi 7 days your father? I'd say, that was my stepfather. I'd say, okay, fine, that's fine. I think everyone deserves a second chance. I'd say, Mthunzi, let's let the past be in the past, let bygones be bygones. And then Usami Day decides this is going to reward Mthunzi for everything, for saving Etembeni. Add legally to be his heir, meaning that he wants to add him to his will. Untloso overhears this and is a bit worried. Ngapha uKidiboni is too deep in gambling and is not even thinking straight. Went there to ask Botutu to organize some soccer tickets for her and Gaza. The next thing girl is in there gambling just because she saw someone else gambling. Now she can't even afford the tickets that Botutu organized. Umadlomo find out Hile. She knows now that Untloso is sleeping with Dintle. She found out through a phone call. She phoned Untloso and the phone got accidentally picked up and she heard Untloso saying to Dintle they must go and shower. During his lunchtime, when he's supposed to be at work, Untloso was at Dintle's house. Hi, welcome to my channel. Here's an update on Scandal. So uMadlomo went to umalume ubaba mncane Ephraim to talk to him ukuthi akhulume noNhloso so that they can go to the prophet and sort out their issues because uNhloso akafuni. Umalume said he's going to speak to him. uMadlomo sort of mentioned ukuthi please don't keep him until late azabe endlini ebusuku. Umalume was a bit confused but tried to cover it up so uMadlomo does not say it. uMadlomo then realizes uNhloso is not at work. Kuthiwa uhambile is out for lunch. And then uMadlomo tries phoning uNhloso to find out how ukuphi. And then the phone gets picked up but by mistake, and uMadlomo hears them talking ukuthi they're going to shower. Udintle realized the phone was picked up and uMadlomo is on the other side. Waphendula ngabomu wathi I'm coming such just so uMadlomo can hear ukuthi unoNhloso. And uMadlomo had picked up Hloso's t-shirt, wayismela, and found that inuka exactly the perfume that Dintle was spraying herself with when she went to see her inside a boutique. So uMadlomo now knows ukuthi Dintle and Hloso are having an affair. And then Umthunzi no Semiday wants to meet uDambisa to thank her for raising Umthunzi. But Umthunzi is busy making excuses so that Usamide does not meet him, saying Dambisa is blind. Dambisa is actually mad ukuthi appointed noma wakhe, so Dambisa is not willing to meet him. But Usamide is persistent and won't stop, so Tunzi ends up saying, okay, fine, I'll try and convince her. Usamide, if she does not come here, I'm going to go over there. So now, Kiriboni is into deep gambling. She's broke now. She can't even pay Pototo for the tickets that Pototo got for her for 500 rand so that Ephraim can go and watch the soccer. Now she keeps on dodging Pototo because she does not have the money to pay him back. Bridget, on the other hand, poked Umthunzi. Now Umthunzi is making her suffer. Uvele wavala ama-taps amanzi for the salon so that Bridget cannot work. She tried to speak to him, but then she said it's going to take around 2 hours to get it sorted. So Clark is trying to warn Bridget, because please stop poking this guy. He's dangerous. Leave him alone. but Bridget doesn't want to back down. Umadlomo confronted Nhloso about the affair. Nhloso could not even deny it. Hi, welcome to my channel. Here's an update on scandal. When Nhloso came home, angase happy Nhloso. Umadlomo confronts him with her, why were you during the day, during lunch? Nhloso tries lying, saying he was running errands for semi-day, but Umadlomo was like, running errands for semi-day or didn't. I know I know about the affair. Nhloso tries to deny it. Umadlomo tells him, I called you, I phoned you, and you picked up, I heard everything. Nhloso checked his phone and realizes ngabanjwa. And then Umadlomo would help pick up. He could not even deny it. And then Nhloso went to confront Udinhle. Why did you do that? Why did you phone Umgami? Udinhle denies it, tries says I did not do that. I don't think Nhloso believes him. And then Udinhle says maybe we need to look at the brighter side. Maybe it's good to think that Umadlomo knows now. But then Nhloso says, I think it's better if you don't call me, I'll call you. Hi, EFA has turned into a job interview now. And then Ukidibon on the other side, Bizutochana no Pototo because she does not have the money to pay him. Was busy ducking Pototo has to hide when he comes, and then he decides to go home and steal money from her mother. Toriso feels was there someone in the house? Busy Mark, when are you here? She keeps quiet because poor Toriso is blind and can't see her. Tapelo talks to her dad saying, this Mtunzi guy turns out to be legit. Turns out like our Uncle Semite. And then Baba right, and I still don't believe this whole thing. And then Tapelo's mom tries to get his husband to go see Utiro, but he's not budging, saying he wants nothing to do with Tiro. And then Tapelo's mother actually says, I don't believe this Mtunzi guy. Like 7 days rich, suddenly there's a son from an estranged woman appearing out of the blue. This is suspicious. And then Bridget makes peace with Mtunzi and they sort of make peace, but Bridget goes to Dintle and asks her to give her information about Mtunzi so she can understand exactly how dangerous is this guy. But Dintle is like, oh, I don't even want you to go there. I think you must just try and find other hobbies because Mtunzi is dangerous. But Bridget promises her, I will not reveal that I got the information from you. The situation is tense kwa Gaza. Umadlomo is struggling to cope with the whole infidelity thing. The affair with Udinhle Nhloso has really affected her. Hi, welcome to my channel. Here's an update on scandal. Nhloso is trying by all means to win Umadlomo over. Came home, emtengele her favorite chocolates, but Umadlomo was just nonchalant about it. Actually lost her appetite when he arrived. And then Umadlomo goes to Matubela crying, telling her, they're really dating. Matubela tries to comfort her. And then Udintle tries reaching out to Nhloso, but Nhloso is giving her the cold shoulder, saying the most important thing right now is to make sure that he fixes things with his wife and that the situation endly gets back to normal. Udintle is disappointed. What was she expecting? Was she thinking that Nhloso was going to leave his wife and sort of now move in with her? On the other hand, Ukidiboni is in too deep in gambling. She even stole 500 kamawake to go and pay Pototo 400 and then use the other 100 rand to gamble. And then when her mother asked them about the 500, she kept cut like she didn't know anything. And then Tori's asked her, almost yesterday, I think I heard you in the afternoon, I smelled your perfume, and she denies it. And then Tapelo's mom goes to see Mtunzi, saying she's welcoming him in the family, and then ask him, who is your mom? And then when Mtunzi explains it's Patricia, it seems like Tapelo's mom knows who Patricia is, but she didn't let that out. She just left after finding out. And then Semide is putting pressure on Mtunzi to bring Udambisa so he can meet her. Udambisa finally arrives. Mtunzi fills her in about this whole thing about the whole Semide thing, him making him believe because he's his son. But Tambisa feels like, hi, when I'm Tunzi, it's always scheming and deceiving people with you. Now you want to use me to get inside your schemes. Will Tambisa give in and actually help him extort money from Semide? Umadlomo told Nhloso that she wants a divorce. I know my worth. Hi, welcome to my channel. Here's an update on scandal. Umadlomo had a heart-to-heart with Nhloso, telling him, you promised me that you never hurt me again. But here we are with the same girl twice. It must mean that she is very important to you. And why is it that there's always a third person in our lives? Does it mean that I'm not good enough as your wife? and also you chose the worst time to hurt me when I really needed you the most. Axolisa uNhloso athi wezehlisa, uyamthanda, he's number one, he's not going anywhere. Athi uMadlomo cha, see ukuthi this girl must be important to you, so I've decided to release you so that you guys can be together. Nijabule. Athi uNhloso, what do you mean? I want a divorce. Nhloso could not believe it. And then uNhloso phones uDinhle telling her ukuthi can she please give them space because uMadlomo is not okay, just to prove to her ukuthi she's not a threat to their marriage. uDinhle athi, hi, if your marriage is that important to you, then I think I must just walk away because I can't wait forever. uNhloso athi cha, I love you, angifuni ukuluza. And then umthunzi, finally uDambisa arrives. uDambisa arrived, and then umthunzi is briefing her with the whole story, what she needs to do. uDambisa is not willing to do it. Uthi, hey, ngiyahamba mina, I'm leaving. But umthunzi is like, ungahambi. Manipulates her, saying that she's going to go to prison. And then uDambisa is forced to help. Athi, as long as you promise you're not going to hold to Semide as I want. And then athi, there's one thing I told Semide, because you are blind. Athi, angazini ukuba blind as I'll get someone. Mthunzi goes to talk to Toriso. Toriso agrees that she'll meet with Mthunzi's mom. And then ngapha uKiriboni finally has balls to go and ask boyfriend wakhe Ephraim for money. She asked for 500, but Ephraim actually gave him 1,000, saying that Kiriboni must not be afraid. She must just come to him and not ask strangers for money. And then Kiriboni managed to go and pay off, return the money. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. See you on the next one. Bye.